Hey everyone, Izzy here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna do another story because y'all seem to like the last one, so here's a new one. I might have a different game in the background. I think I'll have like a random Roblox game just to change it up a bit until I get some requests. If you have a particular server for Minecraft or a particular game for Roblox that you want me to play for the background of these videos, you can let me know. I'll see what I can do. As for a different game, I'm not 100%, but I will try my best. Anyways, let's get on to the story. This is a story about how I was in a actual school lockdown in 8th grade. So this takes place about a year ago. So, let us begin. So, it was 1 year ago in 8th grade. It was first block and it was reaching towards the end. All was normal until around 10 minutes before class was about to end. One of my assistant principals goes onto the speaker things and just says, "This is a lockdown, this is a lockdown, this is a lockdown." Me and basically my entire class thinking it was just a drill. We go into the corner of our classroom and we just sort of sit there. So we sit there. 5 minutes goes by. I'm like, okay, maybe they're just doing something outside. I'm sure we'll get up eventually. But then the bell rings. But we're not actually supposed to leave. So the bell rings indicating second block. And I'm just like, alright, we might be late for a second period, but I'm sure it's nothing serious. 2 hours we were stuck in the classroom for. A little under 2 hours. And at this point, me and about everyone else in my class realizes that this is not a drill. This is real. Some real effed up crap is going on outside that door, and I don't know what to do. I think it was at that moment when I realized that it wasn't a drill, where everyone else in the classroom realized it also wasn't a drill. So anyways, after frickin' 2 hours sitting in this classroom, missing second block and missing half of third block, the lockdown is finally lifted, and we are allowed to walk around the classroom, but we are not allowed to leave the classroom. So we go back to our desk, and we're just packing our stuff for when we're allowed to leave. And my math teacher goes onto her computer to try to figure out why we had a lockdown in the first place. And this is where it kind of gets a little dark, but not really. It's kind of like, I don't know. So, basically, what my teacher finds out is that a boy, the day before, made a video saying he was going to shoot up the high school. And he called out particular names. I won't say which names. And because of it, another high schooler saw the video and took it to the school officials. So like the principal, the vice principals, those people. They showed the video to them. I can't talk today. And they call the police. The school, both the middle and high school, are put on lockdown because, fun fact, my middle and high school are connected. They're basically one big building connected on the same campus. So because the middle school is connected to the high school, the middle school also had to go into lockdown because of it. So that's why I was in lockdown, even though I was down in the middle school when it happened. So that's pretty much the whole story. The kid got arrested. a couple more people got arrested. I don't know who. I didn't know the people. I heard that a couple 8th graders got arrested too, but like I said, I don't know who those people are, so, yeah. You know what? I was just gonna do this one story, but I think I might, be generous and give you all a second story, so, this also takes place in 8th grade. uh, I was on the bus, and we didn't have our normal bus driver. You know, those substitutes that, like, half the time don't even know where they're going because they're not familiar with the route. Yeah, it was, one of them. So, what happens is that this dude, is a substitute bus driver because our normal one is not there, and there's this character, I'm not gonna say their real name, but let's call them Abby for convenientness. And Abby was one of those people that wasn't entirely nice. And well, let's just say substitute bus driver was a little confused, understandably, because, you know, he doesn't do this for a job. Well, I'm pretty sure he does. I'm not sure. He doesn't do this particular route. He didn't do this particular route, and Abby was kind of harassing the substitute a little bit, and me being the justice warrior that I am / was, I called Abby out for her bull crap. And why did I call her out? Because, well, I know what it's like to get harassed, yes. Surprise. You might find this hard to believe, but I was bullied too. Last year, at that time to be exact, in 7th grade. I'm not anymore, but I was, so I kind of know the feeling. So I'm just kind of saying in a little slightly annoyed voice, like, hey, why don't you chill? This guy's just trying to do his job, you know? Why don't you just chill the F out and, you know, mind your own business? Abby did not take it very well to me, basically calling her out for being an a-hole. So, she then proceeds to scream at me, like, I'm gonna kick your ass, you're gonna regret doing that, just wait till I get off this effing bus, I'm gonna beat whatever. You get the point. She's just screaming that, and I'm basically just being like, yeah, you say it to everyone. Why don't you just shut up? And I probably didn't act the right way in this situation, I will admit, but at that point, I was so fed up with middle school, I didn't want to take crap from anyone anymore, so it was just like, yeah. You said that to almost everyone on this bus. Why don't you just shut up and mind your own business, and let's just move on with our lives. So eventually, we just stopped arguing with each other, and, I mumbled some inappropriate thing, like I want to just freaking beat the crap out of her. I wish I could just stab her with a pencil. So, yeah, I probably said some things I probably shouldn't have, I will admit. Probably shouldn't have said those things. And, immediately, because I sat a couple rows ahead of her, so immediately when the school bus stopped, I was booking it off the bus. I did not want to, I knew she wouldn't actually do it, but I did not want to stick around and take that chance on the small possibility that she was going to, in fact, do what she said she was going to do. So because of that, I am practically sprinting to the school, and by the time I actually get to the school, at that point, I'm just like, let's just try to pretend it never happened. And, well, I go to my locker, I get my stuff, and, I go to my science room because I had science first block that day, and I kind of just sit down and I'm kind of taking a deep breath / kind of fearing for my life a little bit. And my friend in this class kind of knows that, hey, something's up, so I was like, hey, dude, you okay? And I'm just like, me and Abby got into a fight on the bus, and she may or may not have threatened to beat the living crap out of me. I don't say it in like a fearful way, I just kind of say it in a mellow tone, I don't care right now voice. And my teacher hears me say this and is like, yo, you gotta go to the deans. You gotta report this. I'm like, nah, I don't wanna report this. It's not a big deal. She does this all the time. She's done it to everyone else on the bus. It's like, she wouldn't actually do anything, even if, like, she wanted to. And it's like, no, it's policy. You gotta go report it to the deans. Even if she wasn't gonna do it, you still have to. And it's like, alright. It's policy or whatever. I don't want to argue about this, so you know what? Okay, I'll report it. So I go down to the deans, which is basically the people that enforce the school rules and deal out the punishments to the bad kids, and I'm just like so I'm basically saying exactly what I just told you to the deans, and she's just like, okay, what's the person's name? Because I didn't say their name at the time. It's like, oh, it's Abby. And funny enough, she gives me this oh dear lord look as if she knows who this person is, because I'm assuming this wasn't the first time she's had to deal with her. And she's like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. She's probably not going to do anything. It's like, yeah, I know. I just apparently my teacher said it was policy, so it was like I kind of had to. And it's like, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll talk to her about it, and she'll probably get detention or whatever, or possibly get suspended. And I'm just like, okay, sure, whatever. And then the realization hit me. I just got threatened by another person. And up until that point, I have never been threatened by another person in any way, shape, or form. So, what do I do? Do I, A, go back to my classroom and pretend it never happened? B, do I go to the guidance office and just sit there for a couple of minutes, talk to my guidance counselor? Or C, do I go on my phone and cry to my mother like a small child and telling her, I don't want to be here anymore, Mom, just give me happy? The answer is C, if you didn't know. I, immediately got my phone out, called my mom while crying like a little baby, and was just like, someone tried to beat me up. I don't know what to do. I told the teens that they said they were going to shoot detention. I just don't know what to do. Mom, please just get pick me up. My mom was at work at the time when I called her, so she couldn't, so my grandma ended up having to pick me up. I didn't even make it the first block, unfortunately. But luckily we weren't doing anything important, so I didn't have to really make up any particular work in science, but wish I could say the same for my other classes. But anyways, I thought that's the end of it. I was originally going to do the lockdown story, but then I realized, oh, the story is was too short to make a video, so I just thought, screw it, I'll do a double story. I was going to save that story for another video, but I just thought I would cram it into this one. Hope you all enjoyed, and, that's probably about it for the Storytime trilogy, unless I remember something. I might do more stories in the future. I have some more videos planned out, so hopefully I'll get those out within the next month or so, and, I'll try making normal videos as soon as I can. So, I hope you all enjoyed, and if you have more game requests, just, let me know. So, I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!